In this video of Tower Defense RNG, we're going to break down this update and we're going to go over the pros and cons, just very detailed, and give you my thoughts on it. So if you could, get me to 18,000 subscribers and let's begin. So if you get to the top right, you'll see like a little icon. This will be the patch notes. And we're going to go through individually of these and just talk about a plus, minus, that kind of thing. So we have added 2 tiers of prestige towers, Mythic and Godly. And I think Mythic is like significantly way better than just a default. And then the Godly is significantly way better than a Mythic. So if we go to my inventory right here, and we go to like my crossbow, I have a Mythic. I have a Mythic, 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 Mythic. I don't have a Godly on it, but it's still, and if I go up to my top, it's like a really good one for me. That's 3.36 billion per second. Which is not that far far behind from some of these other ones. So it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. But yeah, so that's a plus. And if we go back over here, levels cannot be switched between through the level selector menu. So if we go up here, boom, that's a plus. You can always go down, that kind of thing. Click that if you want to start the next level, or just keep grinding the same one, which is what I recommend. Levels added trophies to the game rewarded for completing the level. I don't have an issue with that. Rebirth now requires trophies instead of levels requirement. That's actually really nice. And I think they did another buff just recently, today or yesterday, to where it doesn't cost as much trophies to rebirth. But so if you go to your rebirth section, and I'll tell you down here, what's really nice is if let's say you have 100 billion and it costs only 11 billion, and you click rebirth, it won't reset your trophies back to 0. It'll just take away that much. So I have 11.3 billion. It will only take away that much. So basically what you could do is store up a bunch of trophies and then just rebirth like 10 times in one day, at one time. I could just keep clicking rebirth until my trophies are lower than the threshold, which is really nice, because back then when you would rebirth, you had to start all the way back to wave 1 and just slowly grind your way up. Now the only downside, if you rebirth too much, it's going to decay your towers, and then it's going to be a little bit more of a slower grind. But it's still a nice little feature to have, to do like 2 to 3 rebirths at a time. So there's that. Let's go back up. Rebirth now give a luck multiplier instead of adding to your luck, so it's a huge buff. That's always nice. S tier, S tier. Items are no longer locked at the rebirthing. That was so nice. When you rebirth, you had to go back to level 1. And you had to like use crappy towers. Oh, that's so annoying. Rebirth no longer resets your level. That's nice. Rebirthing no longer makes enemies stronger. That's nice. Rebirth no longer rewards an augment. They are now earned another way. Now this is where it starts to get. This is where I start to. I'm not the biggest fan of it all, but I understand it. Because if you're played in the last update and you just rebirth a bunch, you could just stack up a bunch of augments and then you're set. But now what you have to do is you have to sacrifice 3 items. It could be towers, traps, entryways, whatever. And then you get a random augment. But you need trophies, and you need at least 1 out of whatever it does. But I've noticed each time you do it, each time you roll, it makes this go up. So let's just pick a couple towers here. So we need, what do we need? 1 out of 51.2 million. Oof. Let's go to best. Let's go down here. Okay, so we don't need that one out. We don't need, and then we don't need that one. Oh wait, 65 million. We don't need that one, and then we don't need that one. And so we have the trophies, and we'll click roll. See what I get. Boom! I got a crystal enhancer. Okay. And then, but now look at it. It's doubled. And that's what I don't like, is it goes from a pretty good, like, it doubles, which I'm not a big fan of. Because eventually you're going to hit a point where you cannot get any more augments unless you get some really high ones. So it's going to 102, then 200 million, 400 million, 800 million, and then a billion. Which, it's not the end of the world. And I'm not even saying you necessarily need to nerf it. It was just a lot easier to get augments the previous update than it is this way. But that's just my thing with that. Let's see. Remove fastest leaderboard and replace it with best level leaderboard. That's good. Okay, augments are now obtained by sacrificing 3 items plus trophies. Again, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's fine. Augments can no longer be sacrificed for onyxes. I wonder why. Trait rolls are no longer affected by luck, but they increase the base odds of rolling traits. So I actually don't mind that at all. Because it's like, I don't have to necessarily switch between auras and such. They just increase the bases overall, if I read that correctly. Trait rolls are no longer affected by luck. Increase the base odds of rolling. Okay, so yeah. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't have to keep switching through auras as much. I'm fine with that. Increases odds of rolling anti-decay dramatically. That's really good. It's like, if you click on one of these and you go over here, it's like 43.75% for mine now. It used to be like less than this. It used to be like 18%. So now with that, it's 43%. It's so much nicer now. So I do like that. That's a win-win-win. Fast roll passing down much quicker on trait rolls. That's nice. I do like that. It's nice to be able to just like, you know, click this. Boom. Super quick. Super quick. It's compared to just like the very slower one. It's very nice. Auto sets threshold now scale past level 30. Cool, cool. Fixed bug where trait would persist when scrolling through inventory. Okay. So yeah, I do like this overall. I think this is a solid update. I think this is A+ update. I cannot it's really good. They're definitely a step in the right direction. Now, well, from what I heard, the person that develops it, there's not really many developers. And that can be an alarming thing, because that can put a lot of stress on one person to try to keep coming out with consistent updates, and then you lead to burnout. So, hopefully they can maybe potentially get more developers that can work on it at the same time, or throughout, you know, same day, whatever, where it's just not one developer, or just like even 2. Get like 4. And then that way you can provide more updates out, and the community will continue to grow more and such. Because like I said, if you put all that pressure on one developer, and you know, that can be hard. I don't even want to know what that could be like. So those are my thoughts. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. Okay. I do like the game so far. It's really good. Definitely heading in the right direction. My only fear is how consistently can it keep updating this without leading to burnout to the developers. But you know, and because like I feel like if this doesn't come out with consistent updates, the game's gonna get boring very quickly for people, and they're gonna stop playing. And we obviously don't want this. I like this game. It's been giving me a lot of views, and you know, the more views for me, the more my channel can grow and potentially be a long-term, you know, career. So yeah, but good job, developer. I think it's Leafy or whatever, and then I think someone else helps out a little bit here and there on developing. But shout out to them for making a fun game, and you guys all have a good one, and bye-bye.